This just in. Are you currently losing sleep because some 22-year-old hustle bro on LinkedIn, whose parents still pay his cell phone bill, told you that if you aren't aggressively scaling to 8 figures, you are a complete failure? We have been thoroughly brainwashed into believing that business growth is the holy grail, and that staying small is just a polite euphemism for being a massive loser. But according to Paul Jarvis, in his brilliant book, Company of One, blind expansion is actually just a high-speed trajectory toward total fragility and inevitable corporate misery. In a world currently drowning in automated generic AI slop, trying to build a massive faceless corporate empire is the absolute fastest way to destroy your humanity and bankrupt your company. Before you sign a 10-year lease on a depressing office space with a ping pong table nobody uses and hire an army of mediocre middle managers who communicate entirely in acronyms, we need to look at why intentional smallness is your ultimate strategic weapon and how staying lean allows you to become the undeniable human story brand guide your customers actually want. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of effort that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. I believe your absolute greatest competitive advantage is simply sounding undeniably human. And your greatest currency is basic trust. Because let's be honest, if your business feels like a bloated, exhausting monster, you don't need more employees. You need better messaging. So download my 5-minute marketing fix to strip the corporate jargon out of your sales funnels so you can connect with your buyers using undeniable human clarity. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is growth actually a corporate trap? You are terrified of turning away clients, so you keep hiring more people to handle the workload, completely ignoring the fact that your profit margins are rapidly shrinking while your urge to fake your own death skyrockets. The modern economy operates on a deeply toxic delusion that standard small businesses are just massive corporations that haven't succeeded yet. Jarvis argues that a true company of one actively refuses to accept growth as an inevitability. Instead of building a fragile empire burdened by massive overhead and exhausting office politics, you build a profit buffer. This isn't just standard freelancing where you trade hours for dollars. It is resilience engineering. By staying intentionally small, you create a lean, agile machine capable of surviving economic downturns that would instantly crush a bloated, top-heavy agency full of people who spend 80% of their day circling back. So how do you weaponize enough? Most founders lie awake at night staring at spreadsheets, desperately trying to calculate how to hit arbitrary revenue goals just to satisfy their own fragile egos and impress people they actively dislike. The absolute deadliest threat to your business is premature scaling based on fake internet metrics instead of actual sustainable profits. Jarvis insists you must find your minimum viable profits and ruthlessly stick to it. Consider the brilliant entrepreneurs who actively cap their income at $500,000 so they can take 3-month vacations. They understand the strategic value of enough. By prioritizing high retention and undeniably human customer service, like sending a handwritten note instead of an automated chatbot response that hallucinates a coupon code, You build massive social capital without needing to constantly feed the corporate growth monster. But you need to ask yourself the question, are you terrified of being polarized? If your current marketing strategy is designed to make absolutely everyone like you, you have successfully guaranteed that no one will ever actually remember you. In a market completely saturated with fake, AI-generated corporate slop, being vanilla is a definitive death sentence. Your personality is your primary competitive advantage. Think of highly polarizing brands like Marmite. They intentionally alienate the wrong customers to build rabid loyalty with the right ones. As a guide, your job is to stand out as a beacon for your specific hero. You have to amplify your human quirks, speak like an actual person, and boldly reject the robotic, please everyone jargon that makes large corporations completely unbearable to deal with. But can you actually scale without hiring an army? You are physically exhausted because you are trading your finite hours for dollars, utterly convinced that if you step away from your inbox for 10 minutes to eat a sandwich, your entire business will instantly combust. The ultimate paradox of the company of one is using highly scalable systems to maintain a deeply personal, undeniably human operation. You do not need to hire 50 people to expand your impact. You only need to master the out-teaching strategy. By sharing your knowledge freely and automating your connection systems, you establish yourself as the default authority in your niche. You can deliver a highly valuable, perfectly crafted email to 50,000 people in the exact same time it takes to email one person, proving you are the undeniable guide without ever needing to schedule another soul-crushing staff meeting about synergy. True business success isn't about building a massive soulless empire. It is about building something resilient, highly profitable, and fiercely human. If you are exhausted by the pressure to scale, you need an urgent, necessary weapon to fix your messaging before you break your life. So get my 5-minute marketing fix. It acts as a rapid diagnostic tool to help you strip out the AI-generated bloat, allowing you to build a powerful story brand narrative that attracts the right clients while keeping your business brilliantly, aggressively small. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? Are you currently losing sleep over the pressure to constantly grow your business? I'll go first. I read so many business books that automatically assumed I wanted to build a massive, exhausting empire. It drove me so crazy that I actually started writing my own book for people who want to own a business that supports their lifestyle rather than run their lives. You don't necessarily need to be a strict company of one. It is incredibly nice to take a sick day and know that a small, trusted team has it handled. But you absolutely do not have to buy into toxic hustle culture either. Okay, your turn. What is the worst piece of scaling advice you've ever happily ignored? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful book summaries for small businesses every week.